Nick, we did a great job on this. It's spectacular, it's glossy, but could use just a touch more protection.
Oh, let's talk about more than a touch.
Yeah.
Let's talk about an 8-year
ceramic coating. So polysiloxane, silicon carbide, silicon dioxide, silicon nitride, and gloss. Shine.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah.
The language of ceramic coatings.
So here we go. About 10 drops on the applicator pad. I'm gonna start in the middle, which is opposite of what we normally do, because I want to load the pad properly. Once I get it going, then I can go around the edge, box in this panel.
So from now on, section by section, you're gonna be boxing, but this first time, you wanna get the pad on the paint. You wanna make sure that you're not dripping coating everywhere. Talk about, again, kind of why you did that circular motion in the center at first.
So I just want to make sure that I have the product spread on the pad, and I put way too much on the pad to begin with, because we do that to prime the pad. So now the pad is primed, and we can see just this little area here had a little too much. Just spread it out, and we can easily see the oil slick on water on this beautiful black.
Absolutely.
And as that oil slick on water starts to dissipate and starts to clear up, when 50% of it has cleared, or maybe a little more, 50, 60%, that's when you take your low nap pearl weave towel and level the coating.
It's hard to see it if you're looking at 18 things at once.
Right.
So if you just stay steady and still and just kind of watch the paint, in the first 30 seconds to a minute, you should see some change.
Right. And at this point, we're ready to wipe off.
So we've seen enough of a visual change that it's it's time.
The oil slick on water look, 50% of it is gone.
Yep.
Meaning you should have a very easy level.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's not, sometimes it's a little too grabby.
Right.
If you wait too long or if you go too fast. So if you're wondering what 50% looks like, this is awesome. Very smooth.
Yeah.
So 50% means you still do see coating on the surface, guys. It's not totally gone, right?
Right.
50% in your head might be like, well, maybe it's like 100%. You know, so you still see coating there. And so this is my initial wiping towel, my leveling towel, right? I'm actually just leveling the coating, Ivan. Can you explain the difference between wiping and leveling?
Yeah, so
as I grab my insurance towel here.
We're spreading the coating around further as opposed to taking it off the surface.
Notice how I'm wiping over the edges too, just to, if he got the coating on the other panel.
Yeah, and actually we try to get the coating on the other panel.
Exactly, and then I'm just gonna know that in my wipe down. Check a couple angles. And boy, is that smooth. Easy.
Yeah. And now that my pad is primed, I just need 2 or 3 dots on it. I don't need a whole 10 or 12 dots. It's primed, it's ready to go. And here we go. So I'm gonna box this little section in here, the scoop, and then box the next section that I'm gonna be working on. And I'm purposely going past the panels. And then fill it in with circular motions. I like to use about an 8 to 10 inch circle, overlapping, just like when you're polishing. So you see that movement when you're polishing. Your polisher gets everything when you're doing this, and so does your application. I've got a bit of a high spot here, we'll just take care of that. And there you go. The humidity is fairly high in the shop today, so we can see that it's cross-linking rather quickly. On this side, Nick, it's ready to go.
I was just staring at it intently, Ivan.
Yeah.
I want to be focused today. Hashtag no high spots.
Now that the hood is done, and the reason we started with the hood is twofold. Firstly, it's just a very easy panel to see what we're doing on. So we can gauge what our cross-linking time is, when we need to level, et cetera, et cetera. And once we have that down, then it's easy to go around the rest of the vehicle. And it's one of the bigger panels on the vehicle, so it gives us time to really prime the applicator.
And I'm just gently wiping areas that I think maybe I could have missed in the past. Just along the edge, guys. The high spot, hot spots are a thing.
Look at this headlight, and then Get the whole bumper starting on one side and working to the other. That way, as it cross-links, Nick can follow along in that same pattern. If I do the top and then the bottom, we're gonna intersect at some point and it's not gonna go well. Then from there, I just work my way around the bumper, getting the headlights at the same time, turn signal indicators, all that fun stuff. And while doing the front bumper, I overlapped back up onto the hood just to make sure that that gap is well protected.
A high spot just means your vehicle is protected, but you may not like the look of it, guys, and that's what we're talking about here. There's no question the coating's getting laid down. It's just, you know, we don't want that visual difference.
And on a non-metallic black like this, well, if you have a high spot, you're gonna see it for the rest of your life. And one common mistake that a lot of people make is actually putting the coating on too thick. Because if you put it on too thick, you're leveling, you think all your high spots are gone, and then you come back, and guess what? You have high spots an hour or two later because you formed a crust over the high spot with the leveling, but you didn't get all that extra solvent, and now that solvent is coming through the surface and that extra coating, and you get what looks like a high spot. So putting it on too thick is almost as bad as putting it on too thin.
I don't want to scare people out there, Ivan. How do we send that message without terrifying them? They're like, oh, it's so complicated.
No, it's not complicated at all. It's just, you have to be, when you're spreading it, making sure that you're spreading it. You're not leaving any very thick areas. And if you have a choice, make sure your first car that you coat is a dark color. So in this area, we have a lot of potential for high spots. We have a concave area here. We've got the intersection of the mirror, the fender, the A-pillar. This is really a high spot, hot spot, where a lot of people end up getting a high spot. So just be very careful with that. The mirror is next, Nick.
Okay.
And then the door, I'm not gonna box in the whole door. I'm gonna make it easier on us. I'm gonna do the front section of the door, boxing it in, and then filling in from the front of the door, working my way back. That way when Nick is leveling, he can start at the front of the door and work his way back as well.
It's all going to be chronological order in terms of when you applied it and when it's getting wiped off in order.
Exactly.
I like that. I like it a lot.
You notice I'm just adding one drop at a time. You don't want runs in your coating. And there we go. Now this molding on the side, we just make sure that we get into that seam. And we're good. So same thing, I'm gonna work my way around this panel, but working from the front of the panel to the back. That way, when Nick follows behind, we're in chronological order, and it dries in order as well. So I've done the rear quarter panel all the way. I'm gonna do this side-facing part of the bumper, and then we'll go down the back of the vehicle. We did a good job polishing the taillights, so I'm doing a good job of coating the taillights.
Exactly. And I would argue there's methodical, and then there's standard operating procedure, and then there's eyeballs. So do the standard operating procedure, be methodical, but don't be afraid to let your eyeballs be your triple insurance check. And I'm not saying it's this hard, it's just, you don't want to deal with a high spot later. So just look at it from a couple different angles, right?
Yeah.
I'm hitting the whole area that you just coated with a leveling towel. Now I'm doing my insurance wipe, and I'm going across to other panels. I'm going up and down, left and right, no pressure, just kind of boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna just make sure. Give myself another eyeball check. Boom, I see a little spot right there. Not difficult, just worth doing right.
And same thing along the back bumper. I'm going in order left to right. That way, it's easy for Nick to wipe off and follow.
Thanks for doing that, sir.
And if you're working by yourself, which a lot of you are out there working by yourselves in your garages and driveways, not a big deal. Do one section, level it, do the next section, level it, and just keep going around the vehicle. It doesn't take that long to do. You know, when applying coatings, the best word to describe it is methodical. There we go. Last little wipe, and we're done.
Ivan, we polished this paint and added protection.
Exactly.
And it's a pretty cool ride, but so too was the Nissan GTR we did, where we gave Godzilla gloss. To see which alliteration coating video is better, you're gonna have to watch that one. And we suggest you go there right now.